today is about forms of rational numbers. Last meeting, we already discussed about integers. When we say integer, this refers to the positive whole numbers, negative whole numbers, including 0. For example, we have positive 5, positive 26, positive 2. We also have negative 8, negative 17, 0, and negative 1. What if we are going to divide two integers like 26 and 5? The quotient will be 5.2. And 5.2 is not an integer. We call this as rational number. Rational numbers are numbers which can be expressed as a quotient of two integers. It is in the form a over b, where b is not equal to 0. Remember that the word rational is derived from the word ratio, which means quotient. Here are some examples of rational numbers. We have 3 and 2. If we are going to divide 3 and 2, the quotient is 1.5. And 1.5 is an example of rational number. Specifically, it is a terminating decimal. Another example, we have 6 and 8. If we're going to divide 6 and 8, the quotient is 0.75. And 0.75 is an example of rational number. Specifically, it is also a terminating decimal. Another example, we have 10 and 3. If we divide 10 and 3, the quotient is 3.333 and so on. And we call it as non-terminating decimal. Another example, we have 8 and 11. If we divide 8 and 11, the quotient is 0.7272 and so on. And this is also called as non-terminating decimal. Another example, we have 15 and 5. 15 divided by 5 is equal to 3. And 3 is an integer. Integer is also an example of rational number. Let's now proceed on how to convert fraction form to decimal form. So you're just going to divide the numerator to the denominator. Okay, so for example, 1/2. 1 divided by 2. Okay, so your numerator is the dividend and the denominator is the divisor. 1 divided by 2, that is cannot be. Okay, so we have 0. You are going to add 0 on the dividend. So 10 divided by 2 is 5. 5 times 2 is 10, and then subtract it, the answer is 0. Okay, therefore, 1/2 is equivalent to 0.5. Another example, we have 7 over 3. So the dividend is 7 and the divisor is 3. Okay, 7 divided by 3 is 2. 2 times 3 is 6. 7 minus 1 or 7 minus 6 is 1. And then add 0. Don't forget decimal point. So bring down 0. We have 10 divided by 3 and that is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. Minus 10 minus 9 is 1. Okay, another 0. So bring down 0. 10 divided by 3 again. That is 3. So 3 times 3 is 9. 10 minus 9 is equal to 1. So repeating, paulit-ulit na lang po siya na 1 ang remainder. Therefore, the answer is 2.33 and so on. Okay? So that is equivalent to 7 over 3 is equivalent to 2.33 and so on and so forth. Alright, so let's now proceed to decimal form to fraction form. If we're going to convert decimal form to fraction form, just follow this one. For example, 0.4. Just move the decimal point to the right. So you just move the decimal point once. Meaning to say this is in 10th place. Therefore, your denominator is 10. And then copy the whole number, that is 4. 4 over 10 can be simplified in 2 over 5. Okay, so 0.4 is equal to 2 over 5. Another example, we have 3.5. Just move the decimal point. We have 1. Okay, so 1 move. That is also in 10th place. Therefore, your denominator is 10. And then copy the whole number, which is 35. And 35 over 10 can be simplified. It will become 7 over 2. Another example, 6.25. So we are going to move the decimal point. We have 1, 2. So 2 decimal places, that is in 100th place. Okay? So we have 100 as your denominator. And then copy the whole number, which is 625. 625 over 100 can be simplified into 25 over 4. Okay, so that is how to convert decimal form to fraction form.